In this video, we're talking all about spring workwear. If you're interested in refreshing your wardrobe for the upcoming spring season and you're just looking for some key pieces that can make a difference, then this is the video for you. Today we're talking all about workwear. In a previous video, I shared some new pieces that I thought were really great and you guys should check out for your overall wardrobe. But in this video, I want to focus on workwear. Now, a lot of you who are new here may not know that I actually started my channel sharing the outfits that I was wearing into the office every single day. And then when I transitioned out of working in corporate to becoming a full-time YouTuber, I was sharing outfits that work for many occasions, elevated everyday outfits, shopping your closets, and remixing the things you already have. But every once in a while, you definitely have to add some new pieces. So let's talk about some workwear that you guys are gonna love. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you're new here. My name is Ashley Parke. This is Park Avenue, and I have lots of fashion content. So if that's what you love, be sure to subscribe and make sure you hit those notification bells so you don't miss any of my uploads. If you've missed it, go back and check out my previous video where I talk all about new pieces that I have been finding and loving that are perfect to refresh any spring wardrobe. In this video, I want to focus on workwear, especially because I know a lot of people are going back into the office or have started going back into the office after years of being able to work from home. And I understand it can be difficult. So these pieces can make things a little easier. You'll feel good and it'll motivate you to get dressed and look really cute every day. And that makes you feel good throughout your workday. So let's talk about the pieces that I found, starting with Loft. Loft was a place that I often look to find easy pieces that fit into my existing workwear wardrobe. Easy tops, pants, and as a curvy girl, it is super hard to find pants, especially trousers, to wear into the office that I didn't always have to get tailored, and I could find things at Loft. So starting with these first pair of pants, these are a slim trouser, they're cuffed, and they're made out of twill, which means you can wear them in a few different seasons. What I like is that it has this little cuff, but the great thing about these pants is that they also come in petite. They don't come in long length, but when it comes to pants like this, where you don't have to get them tailored for a specific heel height, you'll reach for them more because you can wear them with a flat, you can wear them with a pump, and you can wear them with a boot, and you don't have to worry about all that tailoring. This next pair of pants are in a plaid, and they're in a ponte material, which means you're not gonna have to get them tailored because the ponte is more like a knit. It's gonna move with you. If you're sitting for long periods of time, it's gonna be comfortable, but it still has a great look. And again, with this cropped length, you can wear them with flats and pumps, and you don't have to worry about getting them tailored. And they also have these really great Bermuda shorts. I love styling longer shorts. And personally, I feel like in offices today, unless you work in a super professional environment where everyone wears a suit every single day, which I feel like is not the case for most companies these days, then you can wear a longer Bermuda short. And it also depends on how you style it. You can do a Bermuda short in a cardigan, a Bermuda short in a button-up shirt, and then a great pair of pumps. As long as the short is a longer short, something that is like a trouser that kind of stops at your knee or even longer is a great option. Of course, you have to tailor this for your work situation, but I feel like in most companies where you have a little bit of leeway on what you can wear to the office, within reason, this could be a great option. They come in a couple colors, and I think these are really great. And of course, you need a great pair of jeans to wear into the office. And I like this slim flare. They're longer. You can have them hemmed if you need to wear them with flat shoes. They'll look great with like a kitten heel and a pointy toe. So it looks like you have a heel on and you still get those nice long lengths, but you're in a comfortable kitten heel. I have a pair of Veronica Beer jeans that a lot of you guys ask me about whenever I wear or style them. And they give a similar vibe to these. And these are actually in a really nice wash. So you might even like these better. And the jeans from the Loft are actually in a nice darker wash, so you might even like these better. I feel like a darker wash for jeans is more appropriate for workwear because it just feels a little bit more elevated, kind of like a black trouser. It just works out if you were to wear them a lot more often. It's something a little bit more formal, a little more dressy about a darker wash denim compared to like a medium or a lighter wash. The next brand we're talking about is called MM.LaFleur. And this brand I find is very consistent in terms of what they offer. I like the quality of their clothes, and they have an excellent size range. So the first piece I want to talk about is this pencil skirt. I love a pencil skirt, especially for going into the office. It's something so feminine about it, but also still very structured and powerful. A suit in general, I just really love. So I think it's great that they offer the matching blazer to this suit. And if you don't love a skirt, if you're not a skirt girl, they also have matching pants. pants. But it's also great to have all three pieces because you can transition, you can change out whether you wear a skirt with the blazer or you can just do a skirt with a cardigan. You can do the blazer with the pants, of course. It depends on the look you're going for. And all these pieces also come in other colors, so you don't have to stick to the pinstripe if you don't want to. And then they also offer a pinstripe dress in this same look. That is another great option. Sometimes if you're a curvy girl, separates really work best because dresses can be a little funny, especially if you're a whole different size on the top than you are on the bottom. You might have to get things tailored, but if you don't mind the extra cost of getting it tailored, it's definitely worth it. But if you don't want to, the separates can make your life a lot easier. And speaking of separates, this Moreland travel blazer is excellent because it's wrinkle resistant. You don't have to worry about ironing it all the time. Whether you're traveling or not, I'm not somebody who likes to iron. I only iron if I absolutely have to. If the steamer is not working for me, then I will go ahead and iron something, but I don't like to. So having pieces that are wrinkle resistant, whether you travel for work or just travel in general, it's really nice. And it's really nice for your everyday life. Like I said, if you just don't want to be bothered with having to iron something, these are really great. Get yourself a standard black and then maybe a color to switch it up. You can wear the blazer with jeans, and of course you can wear them with trousers. And MM.LaFleur has a pair of matching trousers in this green I love. They also come in black, and what I like about these trousers is that they have an elasticized waist in the back. If you're a curvy girl, then you already know that 9 times out of 10 you have to get your pants tailored, especially trouser pants. Like I always like to size up, so I will have to get my pants tailored and taken at the waist. And sometimes if you find an elasticized waist, it can help with that because you don't have to count that additional cost. Sometimes you might have to. It really just depends on your measurements, and you have to keep in mind that these items that we're purchasing, they're not made only for us. So sometimes you got to do a little tweak here and there, but it can very much be worth it, especially if you know you're going to be wearing this for years to come. This next piece, this boyfriend blazer, is an excellent option. I really like it in this ivory blue multi because then you have a lot of colors to pick from that you can pull from and style outfits that way. You can throw a blazer on with literally almost everything that you would wear to work, so it's always gonna work. And then if you're wearing maybe a tank underneath, you can take it off and then enjoy the rest of your day, or maybe you have an evening out, something like that. Swap out your shoes and your bag for something more evening appropriate, and that's an easy transition. And I love that. Blazers, no matter whether they're trending or not, will always be in style. They can always make a statement. They will always look polished. You will never see someone in a blazer that fits well, whether it's oversized or not, and not think that they look great. A blazer will always look good. And if you want to have another full suit option, you can pair the blazer with the matching pencil skirt. I also came across this shirt dress version in this ivory blue multi, which I love. I think this is so cute. It's giving like a retro vibe, and it definitely is my vibe. But I will say when it comes to these straighter cut dresses, they don't always work in my favor. If you're more on the curvy side, it can be a struggle because you have to size up 2 sizes sometimes to accommodate for your hips, and then it might be too big on the top. And if you are busty, then it can sometimes pull across like the shoulders because it doesn't really accommodate for the curves, like I said. So if you're more of a straighter figure, this could be a better option for you. But regardless of whether you're super curvy or not, you should try this on just to see if it works for you, because you never know. You might be surprised. And if I like something, I'll try it on no matter what, because you just never know. Next up, this Merit Wrap Jardigan, which is like a jacket cardigan hybrid. I love this. I have this. I think this is gorgeous. The material is nice and weighty. It looks very luxe and elevated. I love that it has the structured shoulders. It has actual shoulder pads in it. I've worn it with shorts. I've worn it with jeans. I think this is just an excellent piece that they always seem to have. So if you really like it, you might want to grab it in another color. But when a brand continues to create a piece that I know has to be popular for them, I love when brands always do the items that really work for me and they have multiple colors, because if I want to buy it again in another color, it's always there. And some things I feel like should just be permanent staples in your wardrobe. And also for a brand, I feel like they should just be permanent staples that a brand should continue to make if they work, because I'll have it for years and then I'll want to replace it, but with the same exact item. Next up, these heart flare trousers, and I just love a slim flare. If you guys haven't noticed already, it does a great job of balancing out a curvy figure. If you are a hippie, it just offers a nice balance in general, as opposed to like a skinny jean or something that's a lot more fitted on the leg. This looks really, really good. And these are in what MM.LaFleur calls a butter ponte, and it just sounds really, really comfortable. I love that these have that like trouser crease running down the front. It adds a nice long line, and of course it's flare, so it's also going to give you that longer length. And you can pair these with flats if you wanted to, something pointy and a little kitten heel, and that's an excellent look. They also come in black as well, and I love that they have them in a navy, because that can be a very difficult color color to find. For some reason, I feel like there are not that many really great pieces in navy. So if you find a good one and it comes in navy, grab it in black and also grab it in navy. They also have these really great culottes on the website. They come in a bunch of colors and sizes, of course. I really love the color range that they have. And you can get a couple of these and style them a bunch of different ways. I love a culotte with a heel because it just adds a nice elevation. And it can be a little heavy on the bottom of culotte, so I like to keep the heel a little more sleek and something not so chunky. I think it gives a nice long line, especially if you're curvy girl, especially if you're hippie and you carry your weight on the bottom. Then wearing a culotte with like a slimmer, kind of lesser there shoe looks really great, but they're comfortable and they have great movement. So I think these are a great option. If you'd like to add some pops of color in your workwear wardrobe, then check out this tank and matching cardigan. It comes in a few different colors that are bright and vibrant. And sometimes that's all you need is a couple of tanks and cardigans to add into your rotation. And that's enough. You don't have to worry about getting a whole new wardrobe for work. So if you have like your favorite pair of trousers you love to wear to work, sometimes a couple times a week, you like to wear the same trousers because they work for you, they're comfortable, and they fit your body in a way that you want to reach for them more often. Sometimes all it takes is to restyle those same pants with a different tank top and cardigan. It'll give you a whole nother look, and the way you accessorize it will give it a new feel, and no one will ever notice. Next up, I found a couple of pieces from a brand called Boden. I really like the brand. I think they have some really cute pieces. Some have some nice color blocking options, but the two here that I'm sharing, I feel are really easy pieces to style over and over again. And that's really the point here. I want you guys to be able to wear these over and over again if you're refreshing your spring wardrobe. And then throughout the season, you can add a couple of bright pops. Or if you guys want me to do more of this kind of video where I'm sharing the finds that I'm coming across, then I will. So that way it'll make it easier for you when you're going to refresh things or you want to add more to your workwear or your everyday wardrobe. Let me know in the comments. Starting with this jersey wrap dress. I love a good jersey dress. They're comfortable, they move with you really well, and they're a classic. You can wear them over and over again. I love that they have quite a few color options. That's great because if you like the dress, you might want it in a solid and a print, so that way you can rewear it and restyle it for different occasions. I actually have a very similar dress that I got from Quince that's in a jersey, and I got it in the shorter length, but it also comes in a longer length. The price points are pretty much the same whether you get the Boden dress or the Quince dress. The Boden is mostly cotton and the Quince is a silk jersey. So it just depends on the fabric or which dress you want to come down to, but I like that you can add a belt. You can wear these wrap dresses with boots, flats, or pumps. Depending on how you style them, with accessories you pair with them, you can get a completely different look every time you wear it. And the last piece that I found from Boden is this color block cardigan. It comes in a few different colorways, and I just love a cardigan in general. So when I find a cute one, I'm happy to share. I wear them whether it's for workwear or weekend. They make really elevated outfits. They're just an easy knit you can throw on. I wear my cardigans as actual tops most of the time, so I usually size up so that way I don't get any like gapping or pulling across my chest. But you can absolutely wear your cardigan with something under it and then wear the cardigan open if that's more your vibe. And last but definitely not least, I have to talk about a few pieces from Express because they're a go-to for so many of you. I know that you always go to Express for a lot of your workwear pieces, and I've shared many pieces that I've found from Express for myself and styled for you guys. Starting with these trousers. I love these. I wear them still very often, and anytime I style them, I get asked about them. They're not always available on the website, so I'm happy that they have them now at the time that I'm sharing this video. They're in a twill, so you can wear them for multi-season. I've worn them with boots, I've worn them with sandals, I've worn them with heels. I like mine very, very long, so I like a little drag, but you can absolutely get them in a shorter length or get them hemmed to wear them with a flat if you wanted to. Like I said, a kitten heel with that little point would be excellent with these. And these are in the editor style from Express, which I love. In all the Express trousers, they just fit me well. They have enough room in the hip, but they come in more in the waist. Not to say you won't have to get it tailored at all, but it's just a better ratio that fits comfortable for me. And I just think these are excellent. They also come in a light blue, which I haven't seen in person, but it looks like a really nice option. I do prefer these in the darker color in general. I feel like I could just style them with so many things, and the pants are kind of like in the background, but the fit is really great. So it definitely makes a statement and it's an excellent part of the outfit. But in the darker color, I feel like you can just wear them a lot. Next up, these relaxed trousers from Express as well. I love these. They're so comfortable. They have an excellent movement to them, a nice flow. I've worn them dressed up, I've worn them dressed down. I really love on casual days to wear like a really great trouser with just like a tank top and a pair of flip-flops. I think that's an excellent look. But you can also style them with boots like I've done before. I've worn them with, you know, dressier boot and a dressier top to give more of a professional workwear outfit. That's an easy way to go. With a pair of trousers, you can do a lot with them. And I like these because they have some nice flow and movement. And I do like these despite them having a front pleat. And I've shared on my channel before, I don't always love a pleated trouser on me because I feel like it emphasizes my hips. But they've done this trouser in a way, I guess that's why they call it the relaxed trouser. They've done it in a way that it just lays really nicely and it's comfortable to wear and an excellent trouser to have. It has that elasticized waist, so I did not have to get the waist taken in. And in this case, I really appreciated that. I also saw that they have this relaxed barrel pant that looks really similar to the relaxed trouser. This one looks like it's a little more cropped. Maybe it stops at the ankle or a little bit longer and has that barrel shape and kind of like slims toward the ankle. And I like this shape. I think this could be a really great pair. It comes in mushroom, one of my favorite colors, and then also in a black. I've shared quite a few suits from Express throughout my channel, and I think they do it really well at a price point that is very accessible. And I had to share this suit. I love the color that it comes in. It's nice and bright, and that is an easy way to add something to your workwear wardrobe, but you can also wear them as separate. So if you don't want to make the investment on a really, really expensive suit in a bright, punchy color, you can do it at this price point and you can split it up and wear it in different ways. But as a suit, like one piece together, I think it's excellent. I love the flare trouser. It's in the editor style, and then the blazer is a really great cut as well. This could be an excellent option. I think Express does a good job with offering suits that are comfortable, you can wear into the office, and you can split them up and wear them for like evenings out if you needed to as well. And that's it, you guys. That's everything that I found recently for your workwear wardrobes. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed these videos. I'll do more of them because I'm coming across a lot of really good things and I want to share them with you. So make sure you check the description box for links to everything that I mentioned, and I'll probably include some others that I have found since creating this video. So check the description box for any updates. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far and you haven't subscribed already, what are you waiting for? I would love to have you. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, and make sure you check the description for a link to my closet sale because I'm adding so many new pieces to there. I've really been reworking my wardrobe, and so the pieces that are not working for me anymore, if you have seen them on my channel and you're interested, then you might want to pick it up. So check the link for the description box, and don't forget to pick yourself up a Hues of Harmony robe, because if you haven't got one, I would love for you to have one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.